Hi guys, in this video we are going to see about what is PB ratio and what is book value and how we can able to evaluate a stock by using these parameters. Let's start the video. Hi guys, this is your Bharat from Bold Businessman. Today we are going to enter into one stock market basics lecture part 3. And don't forget to see the previous lecture. Click the I button at the top and watch that videos. And make sure you are subscribed to Bold Businessman and click the bell icon. In this lecture we are going to see about two parameters, that is number 1, what is book value, and number 2, what is PB ratio. These both parameters are very important to judge a stock or evaluate a stock whether it's overvalued or undervalued. Finally, I have a bonus tip for you. Make sure you have watched the bonus tip, which is a very powerful method to evaluate the stock. Okay, let's enter into the video. What is book value? Book value is nothing but the original net worth of the company after paying all its liability and debt. For example, if a company share price is 100 but the worth of the company is only 50, after paying all the debt and liabilities, then the net worth of the company in original is 50, which is known as the book value. Before selecting a stock, we should take book value also in consideration. When you buy a stock for its book value, you have to have a detailed understanding of what these values really are. Always buying a company below or nearer to the book value is important, but not in all the conditions. In simple, book value has a formula. That is, book value of a stock is equal to book value of total asset minus total liabilities. You can see this value in every financial websites or NSE website, which is given below the stock. Number 2. What is PB ratio? Price to book ratio is another important valuation tool. It compares the stock price with its book value per share. Theoretically, book value per share indicates the amount that each shareholder should receive if the company liquidates completely. Best usage of PB ratio. Number 1. Banking stocks. The ratio is very useful for banking and NBFC stocks. Banks have huge liquid assets into their balance sheets. The best part is that most of the assets are market to market, means those assets are frequently revalued. So the book value of the bank is reasonably current and provides a better picture of the current net worth of that bank. Number 2. Capital intensive business. Companies having huge tangible assets can be better evaluated by the ratio. However, a factory or a piece of land or any other tangible asset is recorded on the balance sheets at whatever value the firm paid for it, which is often different from the current value of that asset. Thus, it can misguide the result. Drawbacks of PB ratio. Number 1. Service sector. PB ratio has almost no significance for software companies. Consider the example of Infosys. They are creating wealth through intangible assets such as brand name, database, industry reputation, etc. Such intangible assets are not recorded in the balance sheets. So, software firms are the companies that generate most of their wealth through intangible assets should not be evaluated through book value. Number 2. Inaccurate measure. As discussed earlier, tangible assets may not be valued as per the current market rate. A factory or a piece of land is recorded on the balance sheet at the value that the firm paid for it, which is different from the current market value. Moreover, each company carries some intangible assets that are different to measure. Like L&T has a strong brand name that makes it dominant player in the sector. Now, you can't calculate the exact value of the brand name. Finally, here is your bonus tip for you. The bonus tip is combining the PB ratio with return on equity. Let's see it in briefly. Combining PB ratio with return on equity. Price to book value is tied with return on equity. Given the two companies that are equal elsewhere, the one with higher return on equity will have higher PB ratio. The reason is simple. The company that can return higher value on its equity should quickly compound its book value at the faster rate. Companies whose ROE and PB ratio does not go hand in hand should be analyzed with extra care. Finally, we are going to conclude this video as, like every ratio, the PB ratio also has several advantages and disadvantages. This ratio is useful for analyzing banking and NBFC stocks and other capital intensive business, but does not have much significance in the service sector or software firms. Lower the ratio, better is the investment opportunity. Always buy a stock nearer or below the book value, but not in all conditions. And thanks for watching this video, guys. We have also done a video on PE ratio. You can watch that video which is attached in that I button. Click at the top right corner. And make sure you are subscribed to the Bold Businessman. And click the bell icon for further notification. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity.